Hi. Okay, another update. So I'm a little hoarse because last night I did a big presentation to a lot of finance people trying to get more money for George to keep building him. Yesterday was the last day in the program that I'm in, the Tech Accelerator, so called SheStarts, powered by BlueChilli's. And so my technology team are now moving on to do other things. They're amazing and I love them, and they love George and they want to actually stay with working on George. So they're sort of pushing to kind of get George up and running so that they can stay, and I am too. I am too, and just keep building him and keep creating this such a cool little guy who helps kids. So yeah, all these finance people, it was pretty nerve-wracking. Somebody went woohoo when I mentioned Westmead, which is great. A little bit off-putting. It's a pitch, so it's like 5 minutes. 5 minutes to tell people all the stuff that we've been doing. It's crazy. It's so hard. But afterwards, I did have some really good discussions with a couple of people. So we should, I'm hoping that we can raise more money next year in order to get the tech team back, and hopefully keep them and do more stuff for George. I know exactly what I want him to do next year, and so hoping, really hoping. It's great to see that interest and that sort of recognition that children's mental health is just so important, and a real recognition that there are better ways. You know, we can't just keep sort of pushing stuff onto teachers and onto parents, and it's like, well, you have to do a better job. Well, what is that, right? So there are so many better ways out there instead of just crossing our fingers, and asking people to do things which is crazy, really. Like, most parents are amazing, and teachers, oh my god, incredible people. So yeah, we just have to think better about this stuff. So it's great to see that recognition kind of get into their eyes. So yeah, that was a good moment. But losing my technology team now is a bit sad. I'm kind of struggling a bit with that. I just have to get George up and running so that we can just keep going, we can keep building. So that's the big objective, really, for the coming month. It's going to be all about chatting to schools, getting heaps of schools, getting into heaps of schools, doing workshops and pilots, and getting George out to families for beta testing. So, and that's not just kind of downloading the app and kind of hoping for the best. We really need people who really want to kind of be engaged and tell us what's working, what's not working, what they would like to see different. You know, give us heaps and heaps of feedback, because without that, that's really the gold. Without that, we can't build George to the level that he really needs to be at. So yeah, so that's the next bit. I'm excited about that, but I am really sad to be losing my amazing technology team, and determined to figure out a way to have them with me full-time next year. But they are going to stick around part-time, so they've already committed to doing that because they love George and they love the mission. And yeah, I'm so lucky to have that. There's one guy who is heading off to Singapore, but he has a young family, so he kind of has to do that. And I was like, but if you want to come back, and he's really keen to do that. If obviously you've got to look after your family, so got to be able to definitely be able to pay him. So and right now, of course, George has no money. There's no money, so we're all doing it by the smell of an oily rag now, and just devotion. But it's worth it. It's totally worth it. And I just know that we can create this momentum to really bring these solutions into schools, into children's environments, so that it's always available if they need it. And these amazing humans around them don't have to guess all the time. So yeah, definitely we can do this. So it's going to be an interesting December, and it's going to be a great 2020. And yeah, so I'm relying on all of you guys out there. We can do this. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for supporting Gheorg, and looking forward to a good future with all of us and the amazing kids that we're looking after. So thank you so much.